everybody, welcome back to Starfyre Gaming. I am Sir Joseph, and this is Expeditions Rome. We are at a party, and we need to talk to people at this party. We want to talk to this guy. And that guy. And that guy. And that guy. So we want to let Lucullus introduce us to this guy. So I guess we just have to go over there and he'll introduce us. But we want to talk to these two because we already know them. This is the guy we saved his life and took over his job.
Look!
Ah, it's good to see you again. Have some wine.
He looks barely old
look
enough to
well,
wipe his own
Thurmius.
arse, let alone
Have you
command
recovered
a
yet?
legion.
My leg still hurts every now and then. All this rain isn't helping. That is nothing compared to what could have been. You have my eternal gratitude.
It was the least I could do to save a commanding officer. There's a lot I can learn from you.
Much appreciated. But I'm eager to return to my propraetorship in Asia. With any luck, Rome will never have need of me again.
Do you have any opinion on my impending Senate hearing?
It is pretty much out of my hands. I'd follow your Patronus's lead. Lucullus is a smart man who usually has a few backup plans. Even without solid evidence, he will be able to put you into an advantageous position. Nevertheless, I would advise caution. Vitellius Scaevola, and especially his brother Lurco, are ruthless and cunning. Expect the unexpected.
Do you know all of these people?
Only those who matter. Be careful around Cotta. He's still reeling somewhat from the damage that was done to his pride.
His pride? We saved his life.
To a man like Cotta, an honorable death would have been preferable to a humiliating near miss.
I'll leave you to your wine. Let's go talk to Kata. He was a brute in that battle.
Is Pompeius Magnus not coming tonight?
He's in Hispania, I believe.
Shit. Oh, I thought this was my chance to win his patronage.
Of course. The savior of the legions, Lucullus Wonder Kid. I knew you would be here.
Style away. I can leave if this is a private conversation.
Nonsense. It's a party after all. What would be the purpose of these gatherings if we refrained from conversation? I am Aurelia Cotta. Marcus and Lucius are my brothers. It's wonderful to meet you, Legate. We were just talking about you anyway.
Of course we were.
You are speaking of me in good terms, I hope.
We were discussing how you saved my brother's life and became the hero of the Asia campaign.
Everyone knows the value of a great leader like Marcus Aurelius Cotta. It would have been a crime not to save him.
Yet my son Gaius was not valuable enough to be saved.
Gaius' mother. Though I knew him only briefly, I considered him a friend. His death pains me, but there was nothing I could do.
I apologize, Legate. They told me you had become close despite how briefly you knew each other.
I brought this home after your son died. It's the blade of his sword.
Oh, it's broken. This sword was my father's. It was called Croquet Morse. You were friends with him, weren't you? However briefly. Why don't you keep it? I think I still have the old schematics for it. I'll have a servant bring them to your villa tomorrow.
You seem confrontational, Marcus. Did I do something to draw your ire?
Other than saving his life?
Lucius!
Oh, please, let him talk, Aurelia. Let everyone witness the failure of Marcus Aurelius Cotta. The man who got himself captured and let his nephew die. The consul who had to be saved by a homeless runt.
To speak frankly, I think none of this is your fault. Saving your life was an honor.
Rest assured, my brother is thankful for that, Legate.
So how about the weather these days? Bit bleak, isn't it?
Really? Are you so eager to display your shallowness?
I was merely trying to steer the conversation into a more jovial direction.
It's been rather rainy recently, true. At least the rain drives the mosquitoes away.
Ugh, mosquitoes.
Not all of them, it seems.
I hate mosquitoes. I think I'd better leave. Alright, he wasn't as cool as I was hoping.
That is absolutely unnecessary. I'd spend it all on farmlands. People need their food.
Indeed they do. But what good is food if it's obtained by illegitimate means? What do you think about it, Legate?
I seem to have walked into an ambush. Clearly my scouts have failed me.
Fortunately, I know you are good at handling ambushes.
Spoils of war. Unaccounted for and untaxed. Should they be used for development to feed the people of Rome? A simple question.
Depends on the situation. If the people are starving, sure. But we should also punish the person who committed a crime.
A fairly strong answer, I'd say. No matter how much you try to legislate, the situation at hand will defy your expectations.
Meet Senators Marcus Porcius Cato and Marcus Tullius Cicero, who will be acting as your attorney tomorrow. At least I hope so.
Unfortunately, things have developed differently, my friend. I've decided to represent Tiberius Vitellius Scaevola instead.
So who will be my lawyer then?
Certainly not me. My skill is in building a solid defense, not in prosecuting. And may I say, your case is quite weak. I do not envy whoever has to make it.
Certainly an interesting turn of events. But I've heard you talking disfavorably about the Vitellius brothers before. How do you justify defending them?
What I justify hardly matters. I seek to represent them to the best of my ability, so justice can be served.
that's what the system requires, I guess it makes sense.
Precisely. The rules exist for a reason. One must understand the reasons to challenge them.
Rules should never invalidate the reasons for their existence. Morality is beyond law. Legate, what guidelines did you follow when you had to decide the fate of that Triarchus? Why did you let him live?
There is no evidence to prove his guilt. I will not take a man's life on mere suspicion.
Our feelings often point towards the moral path. I wonder, exactly how utilitarian are you in your thinking? I heard you had the opportunity to bribe a hired guard protecting a spy.
Stop interrogating the man, Cato. Not everyone must adhere to your high standards.
It's alright, Kikero. I do have that option.
Yet you did not take it.
Loyalty brought with denarii is worthless.
A point well taken.
Depends on the denarii, I suppose. Well, gentlemen, this discussion has become too hypothetical for my tastes. I bid you a good day.
Wale, Kikero. See you tomorrow.
One final question, before I retire as well.
You and your questions, Cato.
I believe if you wanted, you could enter the Pomerium fully armed. Why didn't you?
That rule is as old as Rome itself. Disobeying it would be a disrespect, or would be to disrespect our society.
Indeed. In betraying Rome, you would betray yourself. This has been an interesting conversation, gentlemen. I thank you for it. But now, with your permission, I shall leave. Welate.
Wale, Cato.
Oh,
We don't have enough evidence to condemn Vitellius Scaevola yet. But I shall try tomorrow at the Senate. Hopefully I can secure Cato's help. You should go to your villa. Be careful, though. Scaevola's thugs are still guarding it.
don't worry. I'll take care of it.
By Jupiter, don't get yourself killed. Hire some people. Just be careful.
I think I've talked to everybody. Alright, let's talk to Cyrano. Cineros, not Cyrano, Cineros.
You look tired. Shall we leave?
Indeed, I am exhausted. Let us leave.
So, did you enjoy yourself?
That's one word for it. I have mixed feelings.
That is what life is.
Oh, that's cool. Nice map of Rome. That's pretty cool. All right. Okay, what do we got here? Look, guys with swords. And it's the middle of the afternoon. Well, let's see what happens when we walk up the hall here.
They look heavily armed, Domine. What if they respond poorly to our demands?
I guess we'll have to improvise.
I hope you'll forgive me if that does not inspire confidence.
Just where do you think you're going?
Marcellus, Scawolo's man from the gladiator school in Thracia. Or Thracia, am I correct? Am I right? I'm just going inside.
You have a good memory for faces, Legati. But I'm on strict orders not to let anyone in.
As of right now, those orders are null and void, Lictores. This immobile property belongs to this man.
Senator Cato!
By order of the Senate, the property rights of this legatus are approved. From this point forward, as Pater Familius, he alone can exercise the rights of usus, fructus, and abusus. But nothing. That is if you want to see tomorrow.
As you command.
Not me, as he commands.
My apologies, Domine.
Apology accepted. See to it that this kind of thing never happens again.
It will not.
Welcome home, Wale. Until next time.
I've missed you so much. You look great. Did you lose some weight? Are you eating well? Has he been eating well, Cineros?
He has, Domina.
Ah, that was awesome. I missed you so much, Mother.
Do tell your mother how much you missed her.
Very much.
You were always my favorite. Don't tell your sister. Tell me about the war. I heard some of your friends died there. Killed by pirates. How did you survive?
Through skill and through luck. I'm glad to be alive.
So am I. You can't guess how glad I am. But did you like the life in the Legion? Do you want to be a career soldier?
Oh, come on, kitty kitty. Keep moving. Just don't stand on the keyboard or the mouse, all right? It was all right as a means to the end. I don't see myself being a legatus again. Certainly not another campaign.
They say the moment a man goes to war, his soul changes. Your father did not enjoy the legions either.
You can't
Domina,
lay that
with all
close.
due respect, I guess the legatus has his own questions. Am I wrong?
Did you hit something? Did I miss a button being hit from the kitty cat? How did Scuelo's people treat you?
Oh, they were polite, mostly. Except for the fact they wanted me confined to this villa. I guess having me walking around the streets was too much of a risk. Once you were out of the picture. He had no reason to antagonize me, though.
Do you really think they would have killed me?
I do. And Aculus agreed. It was a sinister plan to take over our family. But now you're here, and everything will be fine.
Where's Luidiana? Isn't she supposed to be here?
I haven't seen your sister in months. Scaevola doesn't let her out of his summer villa. She's pretty much imprisoned there.
I'm just happy to see Mother alive and well.
It's good to have you home. And for it to be our home again. Now that you're back, we have a lot of work ahead of us. Oh, listen to me. You just got here. Go on, take some time to settle in. Let me know when you're ready to get to work.
I slipped over here. I was like, ah, what's going on? All right. Home sweet Rome. Talk to your mother when you're ready to end Act 1. Make sure you take care of any unfinished business first. Okay, first things we need to do. Level people up. All right. Brace stores extra armor. Let's go ahead and get the brace. Kitty cat, you gotta be careful where you're laying. And he got protect. Cyranos. Enemies within your reach attacks an ally. You get attack for opportunity. That's pretty sweet. Ah, so the Legionari that we had are not with us anymore. And we got tons of gear, but we're not going to put any of it on because we are in Rome. But we know if we have to, we can. All right. Let's look at the quests. So talk to Mother, and that takes care of it. Let's see. Education of Bastia. Cyranos agreed to train Bastia or Bestia in his ways. The old Servus has decided to interpret this in a slightly different way than Bestia probably had in mind. Bestia must meet Cyranos at the Senate to begin his education. Okay, we gotta do that. Queso has invited you to drink with him. Meet him in the wine market. Bestia has asked Calidia on what can best be described as a date. Calidia is lukewarm on the gladiator at best, so she has invited Dianaria along as well to help manage expectations. Meet Bestia at the campus. Let's do this one first. Okay. I'm assuming we need to leave. Is there anything around here that we need to do? It doesn't look like. That's Mom. No, that's Dianaria. Let's go chat with her real quick, see if she's got anything to speak on.
So good to have them back home safe and sound. Donnie.
Where are we at? There we are.
I'm so glad to be rid of those lictors. The way they looked at me. How is it?
By Juno, what are you wearing?
You don't like the dress?
It's a fine dress. Don't worry about it.
I like it too. Callida helped me shop for it.
So is Rome everything you were hoping?
In some ways it is. In others, it is not. City is big. I have never seen anything like it. And there are so many things to buy, so many different people. I love that. But there is a strange way people talk to me. Not because I'm foreign, I think, but because I am woman. That I don't like.
Will you be staying in my villa?
I would like that, if it is fine with you. This villa is amazing. So many statues and fancy carpets. I love your garden. It's so lush and green. And trickle of fountain calms me down.
Have a good day, Dianaria. I'm sure I didn't say that properly.
Are you going to feed the horses?
I am? Is there something I should know?
Don't walk
To the Senate!
behind the grey mare. A few weeks ago, she kicked...
Alright, is there anything else in the Senate that... Nope, I don't see anything else.
Good, you're here. Let us begin. First, tell me what you thought about my question.
I was distracted. Can you remind me of the question again?
Certainly. I wanted you to think about the meaning of life. Yours or mine, it doesn't matter. What do you think the meaning of life is? The purpose of it?
Survival.
Isn't that a bit pointless? Do we live to live?
Sometimes the Lanista beats you, but you don't know why. The reason is not for you to know.
I disagree. It is a bad Lanista who beats the Serwis for no apparent reason. Knowing the reason makes you stronger. To understand reasons, we must understand causes. We must know the root cause of all there is and all there will ever be, the stones of which the universe is made, or what we call the first principle.
The first principle, like distance and stance?
In a way, those may be the first principles of fighting. Your distance and your stance change based on your tools and foes, but they are common elements to all fighting.
Sounds likely, but what is that principle?
No one really knows what the first principle is, but thinking about it is the first step in finding one's purpose. Opinions are divided. Some say the first principle is water. Others say it's wind, fire, or earth. What do you think the first principle might be?
Alright, Cat, you're annoying. You're being annoying, kitty. Alright, you gotta go on. Move on. You're being too annoying. I've seen the wind knocking down houses.
Ah, it is not about strength. Anaximenes believes the wind is the soul of the world, because it is the wind that makes us breathe and live. He also posits that all other elements are derived from air. Fire happens when wind blows too fast, yet water happens when the air is too slow.
He's talking about the breath that gives us life to all?
Maybe. I don't think a rock has breath, though.
Water flows, but in the cold of night I've seen it turning into ice.
Do not think of it as water itself. Anaximandros says the first principle is fluid and water-like. It is the indeterminate boundless. He calls it the realm of the infinite, which is in eternal motion. When things exist, they become finite. But when they cease to exist, they go back to the water of infinity.
We are like the basilisk. Our gaze makes things solid.
An interesting take on the tale of the basilisk. Indeed. Perhaps our actions turn our ideas into stone.
When mountains crack, fire comes out of the earth. It is true.
It's more about the inherent movement of fire than the destructive force thereof. Heraclitus says fire is change, and as such, the only thing that is always the same. Everything changes. Nothing ever is. We are all in the process of becoming, and never stop. Change is the only common element in the world.
If fire is change, that doesn't mean everything's made of fire.
It doesn't, but it means fire is in everything.
Everything comes out of the earth, indeed.
Or maybe nothing comes out of anything. Parmenides said nothing can ever be seen in the process of becoming. Things always just are. A process of change is just a trick of our senses. At any given moment, things are stationary.
Senses can be trained to become reliable.
If your senses are not reliable, how could you ever know?
Any of those could be the answer.
And that is what Empedocles says. He believes any or all of those can be the answer. It depends on the situation or person. But I believe that to be a non-answer.
Can't all ideas be correct?
Right is defined by the existence of wrong. Right is the absence of wrong. If everything is right, then nothing is right, for nothing is wrong.
What do you believe the answer is?
Who knows? Thinking about the first principle is a way of thinking about the world. And only by knowing the world clearly can you know yourself.
And by knowing myself, I can become a better warrior.
Most certainly, but that hardly matters until you know what you're fighting for. Only then you can trust your actions. Only then can you be a good man. Only then can you be free.
But I am a free citizen now.
Are you, though? A man who is not allowed to do what he wants. Can such a man be truly free?
I want to find my sister, yet I can't even look for her now.
Because you're free to look anywhere, but you do not know where to begin. Sometimes an abundance of freedom can be as restricting as the lack thereof. You may pursue your own happiness, but when it comes at the cost of someone else's, can you be called a good man?
Everyone has a different story. Everyone has a different idea of happiness.
True. Yet perhaps there is a commonality to all forms of happiness. Happiness is the absence of misery. If you do not know how to make people happy, then you can try to eliminate misery. By doing that, you can be a good man.
I will not truly be free unless I find her.
Or unless you conclusively decide that you will never be able to find her. It is your goal in life, Bestia. Just like your sister, you are partly stuck in the realm of ideas. You will not be complete until you find her, or find her not.
Our father sold us both, but her price was twice as high as mine.
You were a child, Bestia. No one will hold you to account for what you thought back then.
I know. I still miss her.
It is only natural. Who knows who Starfyre your sister is now?
Her eyes had the color of sky, and she liked to sing. I miss her so much.
Do you want me to be honest?
A virtuous man speaks truth.
What matters is not if you will find her, but what you will do if you find her.
Thank you, Magister.
You're welcome, Discipule. I can only ask the right questions. It is you who should find the answers.
Oh. We got skill points again. 100% critical chance for all ranged reaction attacks, such as interrupt and overwatch. That's pretty brutal. Alright, let's head out. Lovely bouquet of red flags. For a year, the fields of Mars are host to the entire population of Rome as everyone comes together to vote for the Senate.
I see him. By fire. Talking to his friend.
Let's find a way to let him down easy.
Oh, it's Yulia. That was weird. This looks a little pity.
You came. And you have brought Daenerys.
Calidar is showing me around. This city is big. Bigger than I thought. We have seen many dresses. Some of them actually pink.
Hard to believe, but she was really taken by the pink dresses.
Bright red. A bright color of warning. A predator's color. Pink looks good on you, Daenerys.
Thank you. What is this place? Why are you here always?
The Field of Mars. It's like a holy place for warriors.
A place for your war god? Why do you have so many gods? People are difficult enough. Gods are worse.
You speak truth.
Perhaps our souls are lonely, and that's why we need many gods.
There! Stop right there! You're coming with us! Please, do not make this more difficult than it needs to be.
Do you know these Landakai?
Aulus?
They told me you were back in the city. I did not believe it. I do not know what kind of god possessed you, for I do not know which of these gods is more foolish.
Mars watches over us here. Mind your words.
Why have you followed me here?
You are a criminal. You are a disgrace to our family. Because of what you've done, we all will be infamous.
Is this you talking, or Father talking through you?
Only I can speak for our family now.
So you're doing Father's dirty work now.
Father is dead. I think he died of grief because his only daughter acts as if she's a man.
Or maybe he died because his only son is a pussy.
Your tongue is as sharp as your blade. Indeed, I don't like playing with swords and bows, but at least I don't murder innocent men.
I didn't mean to kill him. It was an accident.
Kill whom?
Accident. It was an accident. When you drop a jug of water and it shatters, that is an accident. When you push your own husband down the stairs and shatter his skull, well, I believe they call that murder.
Bestia, meet Aulus, my little brother. He's here to get me arrested.
Arrested? For what?
She killed a man.
I kill men all the time. When they deserve it.
Rome does not look kindly on women who kill men, regardless of how much the man deserved it.
Deserved? I didn't realize marriage was a capital offense.
He was treating me like a serwa. He forbade me to practice archery and broke the bow you gave me. I wasn't even allowed to leave the villa without him.
He was your husband. He's allowed to do whatever the fuck he wants, and you're still not allowed to kill him. Yulia, please. I do not want to see you hurt. Surrender peacefully.
That sounds like a threat, little man. Threatening the wrong person can get you killed.
What? Are you her gladiator lover or something? What do you mean?
Usually, what I say.
Stop it! No one's dying today. You know I'm innocent, brother.
Innocent? I can't even recognize you. My sister was a kind and happy person who always...
Who always protected you while Father forced you to become someone you're not.
That you did, didn't you? In return, it was always you who was beaten. That wasn't fair. But life isn't.
Grow some backbone. Be a man.
Oh, you want me to be a man? Very well. Seize her!
Don't hurt him too badly, guys. Don't worry. We won't.
We will just teach him a lesson he will not soon forget.
Okay, I'm assuming I don't have weapons. Oh, different punches. Oh, lethal takedown. So we don't want to... We're not here to lethally take anyone down. Alright. Once we move here, we get hit. So we move here. We're going to put our dodge on us. Four to five. Let's. My punch made a stabby sound. Why did he punch me? Double damage to male targets. What the heck?
I must have slipped. You should give up now.
They're just tearing us up here. I mean, I understand it's unarmed against armed, but still. Six bleeding?
May
Holy
Asuras take your soul.
crap. We're not gonna win this. This is
I will go to Chimvet Bridge if I am not helped soon.
stupid.
One left. Disappointing.
Yeah, one left, but you're still getting your butt handed to you. You still got the dodge going.
Howl like the dog you are.
Minerva? Now would be a great time.
Yeah.
Take your time. It's not like I'm dying here.
Well, I can't do anything, and you're not bleeding out, so hush up.
I'm sure this can still get worse somehow.
That was terrible.
Curse this mess! Aulus, you fool!
He will be fine. More guards may be coming. It is time to leave now.
Alright. Where's the exit? Here it is. That's what I thought, but wanted to make sure. He's way over there. There's a lot of people to talk to.
Free medical advice. I am well trained and highly experienced. Salve legate. Are you looking for medical supplies?
How do you know I'm a legatus?
The world may be large, but Rome is smaller than you'd think in some ways. People talk, and you are mildly famous. Tell me what you need, and I shall provide you with everything.
You heal wounds and injuries? Why are you not doing this on the battlefield?
Every healer I know dreams of going to war with the legions. But bones do not only break in battle. Life in Rome can sometimes be a battlefield.
What do you actually sell?
I have some linen I can spare. You could buy some if you want to make bandages. This bottle could also prove to be interesting for you. It's a concoction that works against the effects of many poisons.
I need some linens for fresh bandages.
Of that, I have plenty. How many do you need?
I don't even know how much money we got. 400 bucks? $150 for now.
Linen is not so difficult to find, but if you do find yourself short on it, I will still be here.
Don't have that much money. Wale. Alright, let's go meet our buddy.
You came!
A most accurate statement of fact.
If I say dumb things, blame the wine. But I really didn't expect you to appear here, of all places.
I have a knack for appearing unannounced and unexpected.
That you do indeed, and thank the twice-born god. Woman, bring us a fresh jug. My friend is still sober, and that's simply not acceptable. Now, what are we drinking to?
To the beautiful women of Rome.
Rome is fine. Women, though, bring nothing but trouble. Fortunately, trouble is what I like. That hit the spot. Another one?
I can drink another one.
I'll tell you a secret. I can always drink another one. Another! Keep it pouring! And then I said, well, what can you say in that situation? Obviously, I asked, is that really a goat? Or a sorry excuse for a tent pole?
What else? That's really funny.
It was. I still can't help but laugh. You know what people say in Africa? Wine makes the soul come out of you. You're all right, my friend. You're all right.
Thank you. You're not so bad yourself.
I'm glad you came. Friendships that develop in war don't always stand the test of peacetime.
You've been to many lands, haven't you?
More than I could count. I've walked on so many different kinds of soil, seen so many faces, and broken so many hearts.
This wine is really good.
Marcellus Vipsenius is the best. Some say he's working on the recipes of the legendary Margot himself. Others say he smuggles his wine from Carthage.
Ever thought of settling down?
An amusing notion. Should I also get a wife and make a few little brats of my own?
A couple of tiny copies of you running around. Sounds fine to me.
Not me. I'm an adventurer at heart, and an adventurer never rests. Sure, life is full of pain and misery, but it's also full of beauty and wonder. You should endure the former and live for the latter. There's so much to experience still. To people like us, settling down is like death. Something you don't long for, nor expect.
Another jug, Domini.
That will be all, Soa.
Actually, I wanted to talk to you, Domina. May we perhaps retreat to a private chamber?
That's all right. I was just about to leave.
But I'm not, and I have no interest in going anywhere with this Soa. Out with it, woman. What do you want?
I think I am with child.
Remain silent.
You are the father of my child. Future child. Don't you remember me, Aquilinos?
What?
Is that true, Queso?
I don't know. I've never seen this woman in my life.
You told me you would not remember me. Afterwards. And I respected that in a way, but now I need your help. Marcellus Vipsanius doesn't like his girls giving birth. He's a cruel man. I remember how kind you were to me. My child deserves better. Our child. Even if you don't want to have anything to do with me, I want our child safe and away from this shithole. Will you save me?
We could purchase her if you want.
Indeed. Perhaps we should inform the Kensos.
Quit bothering the guests, look here. These jugs will not deliver themselves.
Help me, please.
Quickly, Sour.
The night has taken an unusual turn. I apologize.
Do you really not remember her?
I don't. But I do tend to forget some things when I'm drunk. Still, I find it hard to believe I'd forget the mother of my own child.
Do you think she was telling the truth?
Maybe. Well, not entirely. Times like these, I wish Calida were here. That woman has a knack for spotting a lie.
What will you do?
I don't know what to make of any of this. I'll have to think.
Please let me know if there's anything I can do to help.
Thank you, my friend. That means a lot. You go. I suddenly have much to think about.
So that's it. We are ready to head on out. Where's the exit? There's the exit.
He is our Patronus. Refusing his request would shame us greatly.
But he's asking too much of you.
I do house calls in the evenings.
It'll show everyone how loyal we are.
All right, there we are.
How is it?
Alright, she didn't have anything else to say. Is there anybody else around? Nope, no one else
Do you
around.
need me?
Let's run over here. We'll talk to Cyranos. Or Cineros. I keep wanting to call him Cyranos, not Cineros.
Excuse me.
Have you tasted this year's batch from the vineyard?
Your mother has started catching me up on how the vineyards have been going since we left. The harvest was better than expected. That is good news, of course, but it also means we have a problem. One of our grapes produced a particularly good wine. It's an opulent vintage with a smooth finish. Quite frankly, Domine, it is one of the best wines I have ever tasted.
Surely you don't mean that.
Oh, but I do. And you know I've tasted a lot of excellent wines throughout my life. This wine ranks among the best of the best.
Why are you surprised? Our wines produced by pure our wines produced by pure chance. I can't read.
Winemaking is not an exact science. We do follow recipes, but we are subject to the whims of Dionysus. Every now and then he favors you, and you may produce a wine of this caliber.
Opulent? What does that even mean?
It means the wine has a rich and smooth taste. An opulent wine is a bold wine.
I see.
Do not worry. Wine terminology can be weird and obscure. You will get used to it in time.
All this sounds like good news. What's the catch?
The question is what we shall do with this wine. It's certainly worth more than what we normally sell for. It's the best kind of problem to have. It might be a good idea to visit some of the merchants in the market.
I might be heading in that direction today anyways. I can talk to the vintners while I'm there.
Before you leave, there's a small thing we have to decide. A good wine deserves a good name. What should we name this one?
Needs a noble name. How about Minerva's Wisdom?
Minerva's Wisdom it is. A good name, and not without a touch of irony. Very well. That being settled, you should go and talk to the wine merchants.
Finally, we're back home, Cyranos. Cineros. Can you believe it?
I had no doubts. You've made everyone proud, and this victory is cause for celebration. I shall cook today.
I don't completely understand how we were allowed to take the villa back.
Our legal system has its own intricacies, which no one but people like Kikaro understand. I'm sure the powers that be worked their magic.
What should I do now?
I don't know. It's your house. Sit back and relax and let your Sir We handle things. Do bear in mind that managing an estate is no simple task, though. Now that your father is no longer with us, you will have to find a way to generate income. I think we should focus on the wine business. There used to be a lot of money in your vineyards.
How are you doing with Bestia? Is he a good student?
It's certainly a different experience compared to teaching you and your sister. To a casual observer, Tabat could seem slow, intractable, or, dare I say, stupid.
I don't believe he's stupid. He just has a very shallow worldview.
Not even that. There is depth to his perception of the world and his own place in it. He just doesn't know how to communicate it. Nor does he see the value in trying. Yet he is hungry for knowledge. And once the food is supplied, he digests mercilessly and thoroughly. I have found Bestia Tabat to be infinitely malleable. We're lucky to have him on our side.
How are we doing financially?
We're doing very well, actually. Given enough time and persistence, we can rely on the wine business solely. In fact, we owe our success in the political arena partly to our excellent vineyards.
I've been thinking about the Witelli lately.
They have been silent for a long time now. Silence can be scary.
Criminals usually come after those who seek to expose them.
This time we will be prepared. Our current position is quite secure politically. Any foe should think twice before attacking us in our seat of power. I believe we're quite safe in Rome.
Wale. All right.
Excuse me.
Oh, that was... There we
Domina
go.
Claudiana has been so worried for you.
There's nobody in here.
Did you prepare the study for the Dominus's return?
We took care of it this morning. Everything is ready.
Appears that is everything. All right, let's head back out. We'll head to the door here. This will be a good place to call it right before we head back to the market. Thank you guys for watching. I do appreciate it. As always, like, subscribe, and comment. I appreciate that as well. I have been Sir Joseph. You guys are always awesome. Until next time, stay safe out there, and I'll talk to you later.